The title of this session is How Your Life is a Reflection from the Mirror Universe. Everyone has heard the proverb, you reap what you sow. But most people apply this to very specific circumstances and usually of a negative nature. Like, well, he wasted his life. Now he's reaping what he sowed. But it has a far broader meaning than people know or even want to admit. It's so broad, as a matter of fact, that if people really thought about it, they would find it frightening. And yet, it is also a key to unlocking everything you could ever want. So, here in a nutshell is what is the key to life. The universe is a perfect mirror reflecting back to you precisely and exactly what you have been holding in the deepest levels of your consciousness. I know that sounds simple, but I don't think most people ever think about it, or certainly they don't live their lives as if it were true. The very nature of the universe is that it has to give you what you ask for. And this is why people of all faiths praying to God by different names still works. If a call goes out with faith, belief that there is a God who will answer, the sincerity and the conviction of that intention causes the universe to respond. And this is how everything is set up. It is the perfect system of justice. When you make a willful choice, you set in motion the forces for the universe to reflect back to you precisely what you've willed and projected. You know, the saying, those who live by the sword die by the sword, is actually an acknowledgement of this process. You reap what you sow is another proverb that acknowledges this important underlying truth of the way the universe works. When you finally realize that the universe is a perfect mirror reflecting back to you precisely and exactly what you've been holding in your consciousness at the deepest levels, your life will change. For one thing, if you really pursue what this means, you'll do a deep soul searching and you'll begin to see how you've created your reality and how to create other realities. Being aware of the mirror universe also causes you to become much more mindful through the day because you're going to find that you're in the process of creation all the time. And this is probably the most important and profound understanding you can have about life. It affects literally every experience you have. This understanding reduces everything down to a very basic process, and it's phenomenal. If something in your life is not working or you don't like it, you don't have to waste your time looking for outside forces that are the cause because they just aren't there. You just look inside. And even if you don't know what the cause is, as long as you get in touch with the feeling it creates, you can clear that cause. And that sets the platform so you can create new causes that are positive in what you want. So this is most profound in its simplicity. The universe has all possibilities waiting to manifest, and it supports you in creating whatever you choose to create through your beliefs and intentions. So consider, while one person is making excuses of why something hasn't worked for them, someone else is busy making a success of it with very nearly the same tools and circumstances. Why do things seem to work for some and not for others? Well, the answer lies in the second part of the mirror universe phenomenon, and that is that the source or cause of circumstances is usually not immediate. In fact, the origin of the pattern can date back many years or even lifetimes. The beliefs you hold are so intrinsically held in your consciousness and usually in unconscious areas of your mind that you think who and what you are is a fixed and limited reality. Your life and your world are so much a part of you that you think you can't be any other way. You may even think you had nothing to say about how you got to where you are and what the circumstances are. You might even think you're a victim of circumstances or that you were just dealt a bad hand or positive destiny didn't shine upon you or you have bad luck or you weren't born under the right time or under the right star or in the right place or with the right parents, right? Haven't you thought of some of those things? How do you think you've arrived at where you are? Well, if you haven't thought about those things, think about them now. How did you get where you are? Was it blind chance? No. The answer lies in realizing you live in a mirror universe. The mirror universe is perhaps the most important and profound understanding you can have about life because it affects literally everything you have. It takes everything you try to externalize and says, no, there is nothing external. Now, don't get down on yourself about this. I know it would be easy to say or think, I screwed up somewhere and I don't even remember when or how. Well, don't go in that direction because the mirror universe is actually very, very good news because it means that you can change your life. So rather than blaming yourself or anyone else, you can use the many tools of transformation that are available. And they go right into the cells of your consciousness that have formed your experiences. And you can then release all the old patterns. So here's a quote to remember. If you want to know what you believe, look at your life because it is a perfect reflection of what you believe. The mirror universe is the perfect system of justice. When anyone makes a choice, they set in motion the forces for the universe to reflect back to them precisely what they have willed and projected. So this reduces everything down to very basic processes that are phenomenal. If something is in your life and it's not the way you want it, look inside yourself and clear the patterns that are not working and establish the patterns to create what you want. So you might say, look, I believe I should be healthy, wealthy, and wise, but my life doesn't reflect it. Well, your life can only reflect what you've actually truly believed. So the problem lies in what you actually do believe, but it's at the very deepest level of your being. It's not what you consciously think you should have. Although thinking of what your life can be is a good start, you must have a vision, an idea of where you want to go if you ever expect to get there. If you don't have that focus, then rather than being self-determined, you will be subject to the whims and the choices others are making that affect you. And that's because we live in a quantum field of energy. And all it can do is create and form itself according to our thoughts. We are the creators of our own experiences. We create heaven or hell, whether in this life or the next. It isn't really even necessary for God or anyone else to judge us. The system takes care of everything in the most minute details you can imagine. And this is why Jesus said, not my will, but yours be done. He was acknowledging his oneness with God, and therefore there could be only one will. And he recognized and submitted his personal will to the one will, which is God. His will was God's will, and vice versa. So many people misunderstand this statement, and they think that God is willing things to happen to them for reasons they can't imagine. It's as if there's a belief there's a force outside of yourself making decisions all about your life, whether you like it or not. And you can readily see how people would come to this conclusion because things seem to happen this way. Things happen all the time to people that they would say that they have not chosen. And the forces that cause their life to be the way it is are invisible to them. Well, basically, you don't have a clue how you got where you are. You can't really explain why you exist, why all the things that have happened in your life happen the way they have. They all seem to truly emerge from some mysterious place that you don't really know much about. However, there is no consciousness other than your own making choices and decisions for you. It is your will that impels creation and therefore your experiences. You can either make a willful choice of love and harmony or one of discord and pain. Of course, all your experiences are based on decisions and beliefs that you set in motion a long time ago, most of which you probably have no memory of or even a clue about. These were decisions and choices that were based on ego-based personality characteristics, what the ego wanted, what the ego thought it needed. And at the time, you could not have known otherwise. It is only when you start to awaken to deeper truths of how the matrix works underneath what the five senses tell you that you begin to realize how you got where you are and how and why you find yourself where you are today. Everything you think, everything you do every day is feeding into a story which you are scripting. The stories that you tell yourself today are the scripts that you live by your tomorrow, unless you change the script in the meantime. And when you understand how this works, it will definitely give you a motivation to make you a much more careful thought thinker about what you think and what you do. The trick is finding what you're doing that's creating what you don't want and discovering what you can do to create what you do want. Well, next, I'm going to lead you through a meditation portion of this presentation. So you should not be doing this while you're driving or doing anything else. You want to arrange yourself comfortably and prepare for a meditation. You want to be in a quiet setting where you will not be disturbed. So begin with a deep breath in through your nose and feel the air filling your lungs. Notice how your rib cage expands slightly as you inhale, and be aware of your lungs filling with air and also pranic life force energy, and then release it and let it go. Each time you release the breath, feel yourself let go a little more. And while you're doing that, use your imagination to visualize a sphere of golden white light about the size of a basketball and picture it hovering 2 feet in front of your chest. Observe this light glowing like a small, beautiful, blazing sun, and it's radiating light much as the sun does. But this light is the underlying force and energy that sustains everything in existence. So silently and slowly say to yourself, I embrace the miraculous light of creation, and I allow it to purify and clear me. I embrace the miraculous light of creation, and I allow it to purify and clear me. And now move that ball of light to a location just below your feet. And gradually begin to move it upward until it touches the bottom of your feet. And begin to merge your feet with the light force light, imagining that light going into the bones and the muscles and the skin that fill your feet with healing, regenerative light, golden and white light, filling your feet deeper and deeper through and between your toes and all the way up to your ankles. Over the top of your feet, completely embracing your feet in a cocoon of light and regenerative energy into every cell, merging and integrating the light into all the connective tissues between the bone, as well as the muscles and the tendons. The light we are calling in is a very pure energy. And when it encounters something that is not healthy, it immediately begins to dissolve it or uncreate it, whatever is not a projection from a perfect, healthy soul blueprint. And this light transforms anything that's imperfect into its true state of purity, light, health, and perfection. And it does this automatically. Allow the light to do the work. Your job is to simply extend the invitation, and then to open yourself to receive it. Give your body permission to receive this blessed, miraculous light. And as the light moves up your legs now, deeply penetrating into the muscles and bones, coming up to the knees, work with this energy as it enters your knees, releasing any thought forms or resistance of inflexibility or any sense that your life is stuck and not easily moving forward. And this miraculous light immediately begins to balance, harmonize, and dissolve any imbalances or any inharmonious or unhealthy energies. This is far more than just a visualization, but an activation of healing energies directed by your intentions and your requests. So be open to receive the radiance growing in and through you as that light now moves up to your hips and acknowledge the presence of light, miraculous light, washing, clearing, and opening the energy centers in your hip and legs, clearing and healing anything needing to be made healthy and whole. See a radiant light, glowing sphere of light all around your hips and legs, bringing life force and restoring it. And invite the light to keep moving upward, now through the lower abdomen and back. And just acknowledge that in this light, there is beauty and harmony and unconditional love. For light is love. And it brings a healing light of love through all parts of you, through every tissue in your body, and to sharpen all of your senses. You see, the light that you are, visualize, is actually an energy being activated from the inside of every part of you. It is not something that is put into you. You are acknowledging a presence which is inherently within you. The lower half of your body is now fully engulfed with the presence of healing golden white light. You have activated a presence which is already there, but which has remained dormant below the surface. And this is the intelligent light of healing and perfection. And because this light is intelligent, it knows where you have need. It knows where to go. It knows what healing is needed and necessary through every cell, even into the DNA. The miraculous light moves all through the unconscious genetic and ancestral memories, through all memories, dissolving and uncreating what does not serve your highest purpose and truth. Have the light expand and merge deeply into all the internal organs, all of the systems of your body as it moves through your body, moving upward, filling all of the areas where it has not been, the areas in your body, the areas in your aura, the areas in your mental bodies, your emotional body, a complex of all parts of you, merging and integrating deeper and deeper. Invite the light to expand and merge deeply into all your internal organs and systems as it moves upward, filling the upper portion of your body to the top of your head and penetrating deeper and deeper into the etheric energies, holding the blueprint of your physical body, clearing the patterns, and recreating a higher order of physical and spiritual health and perfection. Now think these words in your mind and make them your own. I give my permission for this light to merge fully into my body and being. to clear all causes of ill health and all pain. I invite this miraculous light to open all energy meridians in my body, bringing healing and rejuvenation to my entire body. I now request this light to fill every internal organ and system as it expands and rises within me. You can imagine it like filling a container with a liquid golden white light, merging its healing influence all through you. And you can put your attention on each of your organs and see them glowing with light. Each of your internal organs lights up, just like turning on lights on a Christmas tree. Everything becomes illuminated from the inside out. And now repeat these thoughts. I ask the miraculous light of creation to repattern the energies of every organ in my body with enlightened and ascension energy. I'm going to repeat that. I ask the miraculous light of creation to repattern the energies of every organ of my body with enlightened and ascension energy. And we'll do the next one 2 times as well. I ask the miraculous light of creation to fill and infuse my brain and all the neural pathways to see, understand, and integrate enlightened energy in and through my body. I ask the miraculous light of creation to fill and infuse my brain and all neural pathways to see, understand, and integrate enlightened energies in and through my body. I ask the miraculous light of creation to fully dissolve all illusions of separation and pain. And now just listen. Feel replenishing and recuperative energy filling your organs and systems, bringing you inner strength and invincible function. And now think these thoughts. I merge into the pure healing light. I bathe in the light. I feel the light. I am the light. More and more, brighter and brighter. And now the presence of miraculous light moves on its own intelligence into any areas of special need. And as it does, it increases its presence even more, flushing out and dissolving all energies that do not fully support your optimum health and vitality. So feel replenishing, recuperative energy filling your organs and systems. bringing you inner strength, invincible immune function. The light radiates from the interior of your being, filling every cell, every molecule, even every atom and all the spaces between the atoms. And like all subtle energies, this light responds to your intentions and requests. So within yourself and subvocally, in other words, you don't need to say it out loud, you make the request that the light fill you thoroughly inside and out. If there's any part of your body that you know of that's having a difficulty, be sure to invite the light into that difficulty, whatever it is. You don't need to tell the light precisely what is wrong or how it should work. You only have to be aware of the need and ask the light to fill that need, whatever it is. Ask the light to uncreate whatever's causing the disturbance. And everything then becomes filled with light and becomes healthy and whole. Just imagine the replenishing and recuperative energy that's rebuilding and filling your organs and system, bringing you inner strength, invincible functioning. Feel the responses to all of your requests. Invite the light into all the structures. The light is a radiance. There's an aliveness and an intelligence to the light as it radiates through you and from you. And this light has a presence. It is intelligent. It is peaceful. It creates a sacred space. Acknowledge that you live in an ocean of God's light. In the light, there is complete understanding of all there is. And now bring your awareness into your body, into the place where you are doing this meditation. Bring all the realizations, vibrations, and light that you have accessed during this meditation. You've risen to a new and a higher vibration of light, into a greater realization of your truth. So now bring yourself fully back into your normal aware state, right here, right now, fully present time, right here, right now, and feel deep appreciation. Until the next time, may you be blessed with love and light always.